Hi everyone, it's Evangeline here at etrailer, and today we'll be taking a look at how the Kuat Piston Pro X fits on the 2018 Tesla Model 3. So this hitch was just recently installed on the Model 3 so that they can carry it around some bike racks. Now the Kuat Piston Pro X is an awesome bike rack because of how you have the weight capacity, you are able to use the pistons, it has a fancy-schmancy way of opening up to load the bikes on and off and take them right back off. So very quick, very easy process, but also is a premium bike rack with premium features. So the first thing we'll take a look at, this is how it looks when you have it all folded up. You're able to open up your trunk if needed. You're not hitting that bike rack. If you do have the wiring added to your Tesla Model 3, you will be able to take advantage of the wiring on the bike rack. So these would light up if you have it plugged into a 4-pole wiring harness. Now, once you're ready to go for a ride, you just bring this down. And then we have our Kashima coated pistons right here. We're just gonna hit one. That pops right up, and two. There's the other. So looking on the inside, you can see how you have those trays with the different shapes in them for the different tire sizes. So whether you have a thin road bike or a wider fat tire, up to 5 inches, it can carry them. So with that fully loaded up, you can then just grab your bike, lift it up and into the rack, and you're ready to go. So if needed, this can actually drop all the way down. You hit this, so down there, you hit this back up to bring it up into position. You bring it onto your tire. You can make adjustments for your different wheel sizes. And then you just secure that front and that rear wheel. Your maximum wheelbase will be 53 inches for those longer wheelbase bikes. So here we have our mountain bike, and just like that, it's secure on the rack as you drive around. It holds everything into place. When you park, I do recommend using a cable lock. It secures right into that bike rack, and that way no one can just hit these and go. Very quick, very easy. Now, if you want to, and you want to open up your trunk, you can also bring this back down to a tilt. So see this lever towards the center. Well, that lever pushes down right there, and then it drops the entire rack down to a tilt. Very deep tilt. Ideal for if you need to grab something larger out of your trunk, or if you just want to hang out here, switch your shoes out, you can do so. Bringing this back down, lifting this rack back up, we're ready to hit the road again. So some measurements to remember with this rack on your Model 3 is that the length it adds is going to be measured from your bumper to the end of the rack. That's going to be 28¼ inches. So when you're backing into your garage or trying to park into a tight spot, that's something worth remembering. Also, your hitch sits a little close to the ground. So your ground clearance is measured from the end of the rack to the ground, 17½ inches. And if you do need to go up steep inclines, like those driveways or hills, your front's going to come up, your back's going to go down, and you want to make sure you have the clearance and you're not bottoming out on the ground. Now here in our hitch, we did install a 2-inch hitch receiver. So this fits with that 2-inch receiver. We have a pin and we have a lock. That lock is actually key-to-like to the spots for your cable lock on your rack. So that way you only need to use one key to access both your rack and your bikes. Keep everything nice and secured. Well, with all that in mind, you also have a 67-pound weight capacity for your heavier electric bikes. You're not lifting that high to get them onto the vehicle, so that is helpful. I do recommend if you are getting a hitch installed on your Model 3, get that wiring harness too to fully take advantage of the taillights. But everything is a solid fit for bikes of different shapes and sizes. This was a look at the Kuat Piston Pro X and how well it fits on the 2018 Tesla Model 3.